sparkly diamonds are a desire for many and can cost a small fortune. But in essence, it's merely pressurized carbon formed over millions of years and extracted from rocks like this. Now the world's largest diamond producer by value, De Beers, is looking to put carbon back into this rock, known as kimberlite, to offset its environmental footprint.
We started internal conversations around what it would take to be carbon neutral. And you can imagine the looks on the faces when we started having these conversations. And what came out of one of them with one of our scientists is that the rock we mine, called kimberlite, the rock that hosts the diamonds, have a natural ability to attract carbon out of the atmosphere. Now that just sounded too good to be true.
The secret lies in this mine dump that's over 100 years old at the De Beers Voorspoed operation in South Africa.
You can see that these tailings, which were loose, unconsolidated rocks, have actually cemented together.
I was going to say, it looks like rock. It looks like,
yeah.
But this is over 100 years
old.
So
this used to be sediment, basically, like the modern waste material we have today.
Carbonation occurs naturally in the kimberlite rock where diamonds are found, but it can take thousands of years. When the rock is crushed during the mining process, it can happen a bit faster.
When I look at this, I see huge potential, and I also see evidence that carbon is coming out of the atmosphere in recent times and going into these tailings, and that's what we're trying to understand.
De Beers wants to take it a step further.
What we will do in pilot scale is looking at how we can enhance this and make it happen quicker, because that's where the true potential comes in, not waiting thousands of years for it to happen.
This is the largest number of this particular type of machines in one room in the world. These are automated mineralogy machines, which we're using to help us to determine the different types of minerals that are in our kimberlite rock.
De Beers, which is 85% owned by Anglo American, is testing a few different ways to speed up carbon capture, including pumping CO2 emissions from their power generators directly into their rock waste. They're also experimenting with microbes and different storage methods. The company says it hopes to have a carbon-neutral mine in the next decade, but that will depend on the final cost of the project.
It might cost us dollars per ton in terms of storing the carbon. Some of the more advanced ones, some of the biotechnologies, we don't know yet, but we are thinking that they're on the order of $10 to $20 per ton. And then over time, if there's a motivation from carbon pricing, for example, we'll implement more and more advanced technologies that might cost a little bit more.
When we looked at the value proposition, we don't just do a financial valuation, we do what we call a sustainability valuation, which takes into account reputational impacts. Mining is seen as a very intrusive and polluting sector. It's a good news story for everyone.
Carbon storage has been high on the agenda for many so-called dirty industries. In 2016, global oil companies pledged to invest over $1 billion in carbon capture.